Friends, welcome to Juani's Garden. My name is Juani. Friends, today we are having chili beans for dinner. And I like using the white beans only because I like them so much and they cook so much faster. So friends, 2 hours later, here are my beans already cooked, ready to make a delicious chili bean. So I've got my ingredients, friends. Today I'm using olive oil. I ran out of my avocado oil, so I'm using olive. So I've got my onions, peppers, tomato, the beef of course, and some seasonings. So friends, let's go ahead and get started. We're gonna try the oil. Oh yeah, I think it's ready. So my brother gave me a whole bunch of onions, and I thought, well, I've got to look for recipes that call for onions so that I can use them and make sure they don't go bad. So I will probably be making an onion soup, also some homemade tomato soup that also has onions in it. And then I'll see what else I can come up with. So friends, I'm going to let the onions caramelize for a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and add the peppers and let them caramelize together. Look at this beautiful boil, friends. Let me show you my beans. See that? It looks so good. I love the sound of boiling liquids. I like the sound of sizzling ingredients. Friends, so I've made a little room in the middle for the ground beef. So let's go ahead and throw that in. That's my ground beef. And here we go. So friends, for seasonings, I have 1 teaspoon of salt. I have 1 teaspoon of garlic and 1 teaspoon of Mexican Fiesta seasoning. My Fiesta seasoning, friends, is really good. Let me show you the ingredients. Let's see if we can capture the ingredients. Chili peppers, onion, tomato, paprika, cumin, garlic, cilantro, oregano, cayenne. So really good tasty ingredients for chili. And then I like using kosher salt. So friends, let's go ahead and throw in the spices. Okay, there we go. Friends, it smells so good in my kitchen right now. That's looking pretty good. Friends, next ingredient, I'm doing the tomatoes. And it looks like a lot of tomatoes, but that's how we like it. We like chunky tomatoes in our chili. I've lowered the beans so they won't overcook, but they're nice and hot. A minute ago they were boiling. My mother used to make us chili beans quite often, and whenever she did that, she would make us cornbread. I was thinking about making some kind of bread, different kind of bread, since I don't have the ingredients for cornbread. So I'm going to see if I can come up with a recipe for bread. Friends, look at this. So yummy. It's already looking good, friends. So we usually like to serve it also with fresh onions on top and shredded cheese. And I doubt that I'll make a bread today, but I also like it with crackers, just crackers on the side. Okay friends, so let's go ahead and add the beans to this. I like the white beans better than the pinto beans, friends. And I found some version of white beans. They're more like a little yellow. I think they're called morcava beans, and they cook a little bit faster than the white northern beans. They're very creamy, very tasty. Okay. There we go. I think I'm going to add one more. So friends, I cooked 1 pound of beans. I am using about half of it. So we're doing half pound of beans with 1 pound of ground beef, and then all the beautiful ingredients I showed you. Friends, I don't like to use broth for my chili beans, plain water. And friends, look, so I preheat my water, so this water is hot going in here, that way it doesn't slow down the cooking process. If you add cold water, the boil usually stops and you have to wait just a little longer. So there you have it, friends. Delicious white bean chili beans. Okay friends, I think it's time to serve a plate and see how this came out. I'll be honest friends, I'll tell you the truth. It's a little bit different than my mom's recipe. Let's see. Well, I can't seem to grab. Okay, there we go. A little bit of bean, a little bit of meat, a little bit of onion. Let's take a look. Friends, it's really good. For my taste, a little bit more salt. But other than that, it has a really, really good flavor. The garlic and the Mexican Fiesta did the trick. So friends, thanks so much for visiting the channel. Don't forget to subscribe and give us a like. See you again soon.